More House of Dragons mean more dragons. Welcome to FlixGo, it's Fan, and today we are diving into an epic journey back to the realm of fire, House of Dragons Season 2. From the smoldering ashes of the past season, new legends rise, and familiar beasts return to claim the skies, so get ready to soar through the skies of Westeros once again. Before we get started, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more epic content, and let us know in the comment which dragon you're most excited to see. Number 1. Caraxes. Caraxes is bonded to Daemon Targaryen. Prominently introduced in Season 1, Caraxes is Prince Daemon Targaryen's uniquely shaped red dragon. Due to its dense physical qualities, extensive battle experience, and affinity with its rider, Caraxes is one of the most powerful dragons in Westeros. Also, it is not the most enormous dragon, it has the single most battle experience paired with its current rider, making it a significant threat for Rhaenyra's side. What Caraxes will be doing in Season 2? With the Dance of the Dragons beginning, Daemon will actively wage war on behalf of the Black faction. In the House of the Dragons Season 2 trailers, it threatens a Westerosi settlement, saying they have only two options, bend the knee to Rhaenyra or be burned to the ground. Daemon and Caraxes will be actively moving around Westeros, leading attacks for their side. Number 2. Vermithor. Vermithor is currently riderless. Like Vhagar, Vermithor is an enormous old dragon, though he's riderless at the start of the Season 2. Known as the Bronze Fury, Vermithor was previously bonded to King Jaehaerys Targaryen, but has been without a human bond since. Season 1's ending teased Vermithor's appearance in a scene where Daemon visited him on Dragonstone and sang to him. What Vermithor will be doing in Season 2? Like Seasmoke, Vermithor is a top priority for the Black faction to find a rider for, as the nearly 100-year-old dragon is one of the most powerful alive. Season 2 will see Vermithor bond with a new character named Hammer, a dragon seed and blacksmith's son living on Dragonstone. Number 3. Moondancer. Moondancer is bonded to Baela Targaryen. Originally intended to appear in Season 1, Moondancer was cut for time. However, in a book titled The Making of HBO's House of the Dragon, the visual plan for the dragon was for her to be the rock star of the bunch, with a vibrant green color palette with an intricate pattern design on her skin. Moondancer is bonded to Baela Targaryen, who's seen riding the green dragon in Season 2 trailers. What Moondancer will be doing in Season 2? In Fire and Blood, Moondancer is very small at the start of the war, and it takes time before Baela and her see battle. The show seems to be expediting this process, with Baela and Moondancer becoming an instant force for Rhaenyra and the Black faction. Baela, like many of the Balerion children, is impassioned to support her side and will do so from the get-go. Number 4. Seasmoke. Seasmoke is currently riderless, but was previously bonded to Laenor Velaryon. Seasmoke only appeared briefly during House of the Dragon Season 1, written by Laenor Velaryon, in the War for the Stepsons. Since Laenor faked death to escape to Essos, Seasmoke has become a riderless dragon. Seasmoke is a medium-sized dragon but has more battle experience than many others alive during the war. What Seasmoke will be doing in Season 2? There are several riderless dragons, with Daemon teasing at the end of Season 1 that they would offer Dragon Seed, bastards of Valerian descent, the opportunity to claim them and support Rhaenyra. In Season 2, Seasmoke will be claimed by Adam of Hall, a bastard of House Valerian and a new character. Number 5. Syrax. Syrax was bonded to Rhaenyra Targaryen. The first dragon introduced in the House of the Dragon is Syrax, bonded to Rhaenyra Targaryen. Syrax is on the smaller side of dragons in the show and is expected to be one of the least powerful among the ensemble. Syrax lacked battle experience and hasn't been ridden actively by Rhaenyra during the years before the war. Still, the she-dragon stands out in the show with her yellow scales. What Syrax will be doing in Season 2? There aren't any clips of Rhaenyra in battle in the House of the Dragon Season 2 trailers, but it does seem like Syrax will be getting some screen time. In Fire and Blood, Syrax is barely written during the dance, though HBO could change this to enforce the idea of Rhaenyra being an exciting protagonist account to Daenerys in Game of Thrones. Syrax won't likely be burning castles to the ground like Caraxes or Vhagar, but trailers show her supporting Rhaenyra in some standoffs. Number 6. Sunfyre. Sunfyre is wanted to aegon II Targaryen. Sunfyre is one of the most extravagant dragons alive during House of the Dragon, known for its vibrant gold scales. He is wanted to aegon II Targaryen, although Aegon and Sunfyre have minimal experience together. Sunfyre is a decently strong dragon that is young but relatively large for its age. Sunfyre wasn't properly shown in Season 1, but trailers for Season 2 offered a brief glimpse at the beautiful beast. What Sunfyre will be doing in Season 2? Aegon II wasn't too thrilled about becoming king in Season 1, as he has never been particularly found on the responsibility, even on a far less impactful scale. However, Season 2 trailers show him growing accustomed to the ultimate power of ruling a country, and Aegon will be impassioned by the idea of destroying those who oppose him. Aegon and Sunfyre won't be as active in battle as other dragons, but Season 2's expected event roadmap indicates they will see conflict. Number 7. Dreamfyre. Dreamfyre is bonded to Helaena Targaryen, though she's been shown in House of the Dragon so far, but context is a reasonable indicator for what Dreamfyre looks like. She's described as a medium-sized, slender dragon, and though she's on the older end, she's used primarily to breed rather than for battle. Her rider, Queen Helaena, isn't a warrior either, so it's a fitting match. What Dreamfyre will be doing in Season 2? With Dreamfyre not being active in battle, House of the Dragon Season 2 may only show glimpses of the she-dragon Helaena will remain in King's Landing throughout the show, leaving Dreamfyre stationed and the dragon paths throughout most of the action. Number 8. Meleys. Meleys is bonded to Rhaenys Targaryen. Meleys already had significant screen time in Season 1, particularly in Episode 9, when Rhaenys escaped King's Landing on her back. Meleys, also known as the Red Queen, is a decently sized dragon. While she isn't the most battle-hardened, she is known to be one of the fastest dragons alive, giving her a moderate advantage. Meleys is roughly 50, making her one of the biggest and oldest dragons during the dance. What Meleys will be doing in Season 2? Rhaenys and Corlys, Balerion sided with Rhaenyra and the war, Meleys will play an active role in waging war for the Black faction. Rhaenys is a competent dragon rider and will be motivated by a love for her grandchildren, Baela and Rhaena, and to defend her house. Even if she's not entirely devoted to Rhaenyra and Daemon as individuals, Rhaenys will be a valuable asset for their side, as well Meleys. Number 9. Silverwing. Silverwing is currently riderless, another riderless dragon. Silverwing was a she-dragon once ridden by Queen Alicent Targaryen. Alicent was the wife of Jaehaerys Targaryen, and her dragon has been without a ride for roughly 30 years leading to the war. Silverwing is an older silver dragon, but she's considered docile and friendly. What Silverwing will be doing in Season 2? In Season 2, Silverwing will be another dragon available to be claimed. Her rider will be Ulf White, a soldier on Dragon's Door and Dragon's Seed at the start of the war. Like the other Dragon Seeds, Ulf will fight for Rhaenyra atop Silverwing. Silverwing hasn't been shown in trailers yet, but Ulf's casting implies she will appear. Number 10. Vhagar. Vhagar is bonded to Aemond Targaryen. Bonded to Aemond Targaryen, House of the Dragon Season 1 emphasized just how monstrous Vhagar is, as she is the most gigantic dragon alive at the time. Vhagar makes Aemond one of the most powerful House of the Dragon characters heading into Season 2, even more so than his older brother the King. Vhagar is an old lady previously ridden by Queen Visenya Targaryen during Aegon's conquest of Westeros over 100 years before the dance. Laena Balerion also rode Vhagar until her death in Season 1. What Vhagar will be doing in Season 2? Like Caraxes and Daemon, Vhagar and Aemond will be active forces for the Greens, launching attacks on various locations in Westeros. The Season 2 trailer teased the rivalry between Daemon and Aemond, but it's unlikely Vhagar and Caraxes will meet in battle this season. Season 1's finale also teased Aemond's lack of control over Vhagar, as the dragon chomped down on Viserys and Caraxes against his wishes. This could continue to be a narrative threat for him. Number 11. Vermax. Vermax is bonded to Viserys Balerion. Vermax is one of the youngest dragons alive in House of the Dragon and is bonded to Rhaenyra's son, Viserys Balerion. Like Viserys, who strives to grow stronger to contribute to his mother's cause in the war, Vermax grows a significant rate. At the start of Season 2, Vermax is one of the smallest and least powerful dragons alive. What Vermax will be doing in Season 2? At the end of Season 1, Viserys and Viserys were sent to delegate with House Stark and House Baratheon, respectively, to bring supporters to Rhaenyra's side for the coming war. While Viserys perished in the process, Season 2 will pick up where Viserys left off, showing his trap to Winterfell to meet Cregan Stark. Vermax will travel to the north and the wall with Viserys, then later support the Black faction in battle. Several other dragons are alive, but whether they will appear in the series is unknown. Sheepstealer. Sheepstealer is a wild dragon and famous among the small folk of the Crown Lands for self-explanatory reasons. In Fire and Blood, Sheepstealer is one of the riderless dragons that became bonded to the dragon seed needles. Though she hasn't been cast in House of Dragons, so Sheepstealer may be also left out. Targaryen, bonded to Prince Daemon Targaryen, the younger brother of Aegon II and Aemond. Targaryen is a she-dragon and Fire and Blood known as the Blue Queen. Targaryen likely won't appear in the series, as Daemon shockingly hasn't been cast. Caraxes. Caraxes is bonded to Prince Joffrey Balerion, the youngest son of Rhaenyra Targaryen and Laenor Balerion. Joffrey has appeared in Season 1 and will be in Season 2, but the small child and small dragon won't be ready for combat in the war. The Cannibal. The Cannibal is another of the wild dragons alive in the era, but as indicated by its name, he's not the friendless creature. No dragon seeds dare to claim him, and it doesn't seem likely that HBO would bother showing him. Morgul is a very young dragon at the start of the war and likely won't appear in Season 2 with any significance. The dragon is bound to Rhaenyra Targaryen, the daughter of Aegon II and Helaena. Syrax. Like Morgul, Syrax is a very young dragon bound to Prince Jaehaerys, the son of Aegon II and Helaena. Syrax and Morgul should appear later in the series during an event known as the Storming of the Dragon Path, but that probably won't be in Season 2. Morning. Morning is a dragon that's hatched during the dance and is bound to Rhaenyra Targaryen, Daemon's second daughter with Laena Velaryon. Morning could be hatched and appear sometimes in the show, but it won't be big enough for Rhaenyra to ride for years. Grey Ghost, the last wild dragon. Grey Ghost is known for being elusive and evades the dragon seeds that would attempt to bond with it in Fire and Blood. Therefore, it's very likely that it will elude appearing in House of the Dragon. And that wraps up our fiery journey through the skies of Westeros, exploring every new and returning dragon set to dazzle us in House of Dragons Season 2. If you enjoyed this epic flight, don't forget to hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe to FlixGo for more. Your support helps us keep the magic alive, bringing you closer to the stories you love. Until next time, keep your eyes to the sky, and may your dreams soar as high as a dragon.